All right. How's everybody doing on this Sunday afternoon? Hopefully this is working. I don't see any chat yet, but it says 7 people are watching, so unless my chat's not working. Oh, hey Frank. Give a few more minutes, see if other people tune in. So I'm going to build a Viper modified with 2.5 ohm arm from Viper. It's going to be level 10 motor magnets, and oops, those magnets just went flying. They stuck to something metal down here. Oh boy. Who knows where those magnets went? Oh, I see them. Stuck to my generator, which is under this bench. These are very strong Neo traction magnets that I'm going to use. So this car is going to be pretty high end. I've already went ahead and installed the guide pin. I put an aluminum independent front end with firm albino 350 front tires. This is actually a firm chassis. It's a little bit stiff. When you start getting up into these stronger magnets, it's good to have a stiffer chassis so there's less flex. This is going to be a ball bearing car, so I already have a ball bearing bushing. I've already spaced out this armature. This end bell also has a ball bearing in it, so it's actually a full ball bearing car. Ball bearing bushing. I've already broken in these brushes with my brush radius tool. So this armature I actually got from Stephen Petrush, who makes those aluminum wheels. He had sent me actually this motor box and that 2.5 ohm arm, just because he knew I was looking to mess around with the Super 7 with a higher ohm armature. But I've made the determination that those weaker ceramic magnets are a waste. Motor magnets are a waste on this 2.5 ohm arm. It's just not strong enough magnets to fully power it. So I'm going to build this Super 7 with this 5.8 ohm hot stock Wizard arm. We'll see how that runs. And I also built a Super 7 with a 3.5 ohm arm. And I'm going to be giving all this stuff away as part of my 1,500 subscriber giveaway that I'm going to be doing. I'm not doing the giveaway today, but this is my first announcement that I'm doing a giveaway. Hey, Mayor. me 1 second. Be right back. All right. So yeah, so I'm working on some giveaway stuff here. So this chassis that I'm building is going to be one that I'm giving away. I'm going to be giving away this Super 7 red, white, and blue chassis with red, white, and blue body. I'm going to build probably another Super 7. And I got some stuff coming from Rooster Racing that I'm also going to be giving away as part of this 1,500 subscriber giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Be on the lookout for more info on that giveaway. Probably won't happen till after Easter weekend. So. All right. I guess I'm gonna get started on building this Viper. I'm actually using gold-plated parts on this car. Not because I think gold-plated is the best. I actually prefer silver plating over gold, but I have a lot of gold-plated parts that I bought at one point that I don't really use, so I'm going to use some of them in this car. Yeah, gold is actually not the best conductor, but it resists corrosion the best. Silver is actually the best conductor, followed by copper, then gold, as far as conducting goes, but gold is the most resistant to corrosion. That's why a lot of sensitive computer connectors and stuff all have gold-plated stuff in them. Alright, so I'm going to set this chassis off to the side. Let's build this motor. Alright, let's get our end bell on. I can get this thing out. And like I said, I've already spaced this armature at the top and the back, so it should be pretty well spaced. I am going to use one of these shims this time on the end of this end bell, just to prevent the end bell from moving as freely. So these magnets I had, these are actually Viper level 10 high downforce motor magnets. So they're a little bit stronger level 10 motor magnet. They only go in one way. They have these notches on the bottom part of the magnet. You want to put those notches on the bottom. All right. See if we can get this thing to go in. So again, as always with these Vipers, you got to make sure the little tabs on the end bell clear those pickup shoe hangers. Otherwise, when you push the motor assembly in, you're gonna shear off those tabs, and then you're not gonna be happy because you ruined a good end bell. All right. So I've got those. I don't know if that's going to show up, but they're behind the hangers. I think. Let me double check this one on the right here. Looks like it is. Yep. Okay, just push that in. All right. I think I overestimated. There's not really a lot of space there on that rear. I think what I did is I changed the spacing on the front end and it made it tighter, so I'm gonna have to reduce the spacing by like 5 thousandths on the back side. So this has to come apart. Almost looks like I could go even a little more space on the front, on the top side. It actually looks pretty good. You can kind of see where you just don't want the brush arms getting too close to where the windings are connected to the comm. I have two Teflon spacers and a 10 thousandths metal spacer, but I have two 15 thousandths, so I think I'm going to drop this down to a 15 and a 10. I don't want this thing being tight at all. Alright, so I got a 10 thousandths spacer we're going to put on along with this 15 thousandths. This is our ball bearing rear bushing. This is a RPM Tough pinion gear. Alright, let's redo this and see how it looks now. Alright, there's our motor box. Oh, you guys are quiet today. Did you guys have a rough weekend? Alright, yeah, that's better. Now we have about 5,000 space. I like to have about 5,000 space. Alright, so these traction magnets that I'm using are level 33 or 35, I forget, Neo magnets you can get from Viper or Hardin Creek. And they come with these shims. So they're not full height, so you gotta put, actually let's see which side. I'm gonna put these in high downforce mode. So they do go like that, alright. And they are notched on one side, so the side with the notch goes towards the front of the chassis, which, believe it or not, I did not know until recently. One of my subscribers was nice enough to point that out, and it makes a whole lot of sense why sometimes I would put these traction magnets in and they wouldn't go in, and I would turn them around until they went in right. It's because one side has a step to it and the other side doesn't. So that one's in properly. And this goes in this way. If I can get this dang thing to go in. There we go. Oh, dang it. I forgot to put the spacer thing back on. Oh, that's so annoying. I really want that on there because this handbell's a little loose. Hold on. I'm taking this apart again. One more time. Alright. Now we're good. Hey, Paul. We are building a 2.5 ohm Viper modified arm, level 10 high downforce motor magnet, level 33 Neo speed demon. This is definitely not for you non-magnet guys that like your T-Jets. Like my good buddy Bill, Mr. Shift into High. He would not like this car. And I am going to be giving this car away, this chassis away. I'm not sure. Some of these probably won't have bodies on them. You'll have to provide your own body, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get some more bodies. I'd like to give you guys a complete car if I could help it. Alright. I really can't stress enough that you need a decent power supply to run this car. You're going to want at least 2 amps per lane to run that car. I do have it set a little bit high, so these are 275. These are a little bit wider hubs with some really firm super tires. So it's not super low, which will help. Hey Steve, Doc. We're building a 2.5 ohm Neo Viper, level 10 high downforce motor magnets, level 33 or 5, I forget what they are, Neo magnets, 722 gearing, 275 hubs with these super tires, pretty firm tires. Comes in at like around 454. Yeah, 452, 454-ish range. Which will help on your home tracks. I won't lie, this will make your AFX track come apart. Like if your track's not secured down, you'll be able to run a few laps with this car. It's a firm chassis. Yeah. I'm kind of building this from spare parts. I would probably use a stiff chassis, but it should be okay with the firm chassis. But it is a Viper firm chassis. Gold-plated electricals, gold-plated pickup shoes, BSRT 010 springs, so a little bit stiffer spring to go with this higher downforce car. Nice and shiny. I'll probably put a new set of gold pickup shoes on it before I send it out to whoever wins it. It's probably not something you're gonna run all the time, but it's kind of fun to, you guys who know these cars know the power that these cars have. If you've never run a 2.5 ohm Neo car, it's a whole different animal, so to speak. So you got to experience it to kind of know. I don't know. I think the color almost looks the same. It's hard to tell. Well, hold on. I'll get you a medium chassis and we'll look. This is a medium. Might be my lighting. I don't know. Does it look dark? Maybe a little bit darker. Yeah, I think they're pretty close to the same color. So just as a reference to where we're at down for it. Now I do have this quite a bit higher than this car, so actually let me this is a level 4 Viper with max traction magnets with 438 rears, probably 340 on the front. I might actually give this car away too as part of my giveaway. I don't know. We'll see. There'll be like 5 or 6 things that I'm gonna give away. So yeah, so this comes in at like 115, 116 at this height. This car, this is a level 4 car, same magnets, but this car is lower. So this is pulling like 436. And then this Neo car, 264. So it's like twice the downforce, even at a pretty high height off the rail. Like this is definitely not going to touch your rails. Or it really shouldn't unless you have really high rails. Well, let's just say on my 314, on my 114, my 014 rail block, this doesn't touch any. It's not even close to touching the rails on my setup block. So it could probably, well, you know, AFX is all over the place. This is probably 3016 or 7. So if you have like higher rail spots, it might hit the rails, but definitely is not going to hit my rails when we run this on my track in a minute here. Oh, sorry. I almost knocked the camera over. Let's see how this car runs on the dyno. Actually, I didn't really tweak that. Probably should have taken a look at the brushes and see how they were sitting. Whoa. Uh-oh. What happened there? My dyno just kind of freaked out. Whoa. My dyno is not liking this car for some reason. I don't want to kill my dyno. Alright, I think my dyno's okay. I think the magnets are so strong on this thing that it's, I don't know. I don't want to really keep this on my dyno. It was getting up close to the 5 range, but we'll run some laps on the track and see what it does. Definitely do not want to ruin my dyno. Unless there's something wrong with this car. Let's see how it runs. Gotta give it some oil. This thing should be pretty fast. Let me see if I can find a body for it. I'm gonna put this old pink body on here. This way you'll be able to see it pretty good. right. Should work. All right, let's move over to the track and we'll take this thing for a couple of laps, see what it does. All right, hopefully that view is good. It's a little too low. Yeah, it's better. All right. 2.2 seconds. That's fun. The power of this car and this Magna, it does make me laugh how fast it is. I don't even know if you guys can see it on the monitor. Ah, took that straight too soon. The track's not really super clean, but 2.21. Almost getting to 2.1 second range. It's very fast. That's funny. All right, I don't know. I get a kick out of it. Doesn't take much. Yeah, so I'd say it runs pretty darn good. What do you guys think? Somebody want this car? You man enough to put it on your track? Arm feels pretty cool. I don't even have any advanced timing. That's neutral timing. So. Yeah, it's a screamer for sure. Tracked really well actually at this height on my track. You can definitely see under the car. It's not super low. Again, I can't be held responsible that it tears up your AFX track or your Auto World track. It shouldn't do any permanent damage though. It might separate some of your sections, and you'll have to just click your track back together. Well, yes, now we do. We're not Neo class, but we started racing the modified class. So we are racing like 2.4, 2.3 ohm level 10 cars. No ball bearings. You're not allowed to run ball bearings. So this is actually my level 10. This has a 2.4 ohm NSX turbo arm in it from Hardin Creek. Level 10 max traction, level 10 motor, 722 gear. This car is very fast as well. Though the modified class, this is a tricky, these magnets are strong but not super strong. So this car will come off. You really gotta drive it. It's so fast that the level 10 magnets are definitely needed to keep this thing on the road course. I mean, this comes in at like 224, so it's got some downforce for sure. But yeah, when this car breaks free, though, that's the thing that's scary about these really fast cars. When they do decide to to de-slot, look out. That's funny, Mike. Yeah, I think this is a fast little car. Hey, Viper Mike. So this is going to be up for grabs on my 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I'll try and find a body to do it justice. So this is a 2.5 ohm Viper modified arm. Compliments of Stephen Petrush. He had sent me this arm for something else we were testing, but I don't think he would mind that I put it in this build. So the motor is sponsored by Stephen. Level 10 high downforce motor magnets. I had a couple of pair of these. I didn't really like these I was going to use these high downforce magnets in my level 10 car, but I actually liked how this car ran without the higher downforce motor magnets. So I bought 2 or 3 pairs of these level 10 high downforce. So I had this motor. I had a couple of extra firm chassis, and I had the ball bearing. I was like, let's build a crazy fast car and give it away. And I have several pairs of these Neo magnets that I don't really use anymore. I have a couple of Neo cars, but it's a novelty for me. I don't really run the Neo cars too often. These rear tires, I think, are super tires. I had bought a few pairs of. I bought some kits off of eBay. There was a like 2.5 ohm motor. Like you could buy the whole motor from a guy, and he included a rear axle setup which had the 275 hubs with super tires. So I'm pretty sure these are super tires. They're very firm. I'm not really even sure where to get them, to be honest with you. I got them off eBay. But you could use like RPM black tires on a car like this. Any really stiff, you're gonna definitely want a firm, pretty stiff tire because of how strong the magnets are. Yeah. And I took the car higher by putting the bigger hubs on it, just to kind of get a little bit of space from the rails. And this is a Viper 22 tooth crown gear, RPM 7 tooth pinion gear. Could probably pry this. I might put a little Loctite on this. That was too far. Probably should put some Loctite on this pinion gear before I ship it out. I'll put a little Loctite on it. Definitely don't want your pinion gear, especially because I pulled it off twice. I hate when I have to take a pinion gear off because it loses some of its grip. Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to be giving away this chassis. I was on the fence about keeping this car because I kind of like it, but this is a Super 7 with a balanced 3.5 ohm armature from Terry Flynn with a Lexan body clip from Pork Chop Customs. This car runs good. It's a fun little car. You'll take both. Well, you gotta tune in for the giveaway, and hopefully you'll. I mean, I'm always happy to build you guys cars, but you'll have to pay me for the parts. I really don't care about making money off it. I just like building, so I'll be more than happy to offer up my services to build any of these chassis. I don't know, Mike. I'll be posting more details on the giveaway once I have everything that I'm going to be giving away, and it's going to be after Easter, so probably like in a week or so. Maybe a week and a half, maybe the week after Easter weekend. But I'll make sure that you guys have plenty of time and warning, and I might do one of the like send me an email, I want to win type. Don't send me any emails now because I won't remember. But I can't do the random number anymore because I have too many people tuning in and those numbers fly off the screen. So I got to figure out I always get stressed out when I do these giveaways. So I got to figure out a better method. Maybe one of those. Maybe I'll do the bingo wheel like Joe did from Blue Oval. How many bingo balls are there? Like 70 something. I don't know how many people I would actually have tuning in, but or maybe I'll do one of those free where you can put all the names in on the wheel and it spins it for you type thing. Talk to Snuggie about what? About the giveaway? The way he did his giveaway? Put the cap for this thing. I also want it to be simple because I am a guy that likes simple things. I don't like complex, making my life more difficult than it already is. So, yeah, I don't want it to be too complicated, but I'll figure something out. I missed Snuggie's giveaway. I saw it. I think he gave away a whole track, didn't he? I wouldn't have wanted that anyway, but that's fine. So this is a fun little car. I really like the way this car runs. I think it looks pretty neat. My buddy Brian gave me this red, white, and blue Super 7 chassis back when Terry from Hardin Creek first started doing the colored chassis. My buddy Brian knows Terry, and he actually dyed a bunch of chassis for Terry in different colors. And he gave me this chassis. I've had it in my drawer for forever, and I don't know, I just recently picked up a few motor boxes and started playing around with the different armatures. So it finally found a home, a motor, and I ended up putting this nice aluminum independent front end, 438 albino tires, Viper gearing, 7 where you going? Okay. That's actually Steven from Rooster Racing trying to call me, and I'm on a live feed. Oh, what color chassis do I want? I don't know if I can answer him on a text without messing up this live stream. I'll have to get back to him as soon as we're done here. But I'm ordering some stuff from Steven from Rooster Racing that I'm going to be, it's going to be part of my giveaway. So you'll get some Rooster Racing, you'll get a chance at some Rooster Racing stuff as well. Alright, let me put my modified class. I actually run this pink body. I'm going to run this pink body. I have a race this Saturday, actually, out at Bowling Green. At a place that has the 3 tracks, and we are racing modified class, so I'm going to run this body. Hopefully I'll be able to see it. I think I'm going to give away this car. I built, I don't know how I ended up. I have 3 of these Viper hot stock. That's a Viper armature. So I'm probably going to give away these 3 items, plus what I get from Steven. Who knows? Maybe, like I said, what I was also going to do is play around if you guys are interested. I'm just going to try and put that armature in this motor box. This is an older Wizard 5.8 ohm hot stock arm. If I can get it to fit in here, I think it would probably be a pretty good running car. I like this body. It's a cool looking body. That one I'm not giving away. Sorry. What do you guys think? Should I try and build this? You guys want to hang out a little more? I know that word on the street is there's a few guys taking these stock magnets out and putting in level 10 magnets with some lower ohm cars. So I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to give anything away. Do it, okay. I don't really think it was ever intended to run 2 ohm, 2.5 ohm armatures in these CAN motors, but people are doing it. I'm like, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna put level 10 motor mag, why don't you just build a Viper at that point? I don't see the point of keeping this format with that kind of performance magnets and arms. I don't know. I personally wouldn't. I wouldn't do it, but hey, what the heck? People like to do things, so. I bought this. I saw this little pen. It's kind of like a. If I can get this thing to focus. This is like nylon. I don't know what you would call these fibers. It's like a contact cleaner. Steve from BF Brother Sister Slot Cars used this and posted it. He uses it to clean his armatures, and it does a pretty good job. You can see how dirty this armature is, and you just run this over it, and it really polishes up the com pretty darn good. Yeah, fiberglass. Thank you, Pat. That's what it is, fiberglass. And you can see that with very little effort, it cleans up the com pretty good. So I'm going to clean this real quick. This old arm. I don't even know. I know this arm is good. I'm not sure how good, but that looks pretty good. Looks pretty clean. I do see a lot of fiberglass fibers. Probably not good to breathe that in or get this on you. I see it all over my fingers, so probably hazardous. Clean that off a little bit. All right, the armature's clean. This is a pretty new motor box, so brushes are like brand new. Let's take a look at. See if I can put a 10,000 spacer on the end of that. Actually, I think I'm going to go with a 5,000 spacer. I know these arms a lot of times they don't really fit in these boxes. They're tight. A lot of times you have to press that bushing that's pressed on a little bit further up to get the armature to spin freely in these. In these boxes. But let's see how it looks. Put this in here. Oh. Yeah, surprising. There's actually a pretty good amount of space. So Wizard arms work pretty well in, look at that. There's a good amount of play in there. I could actually put a spacer at the end of this. I think I'm actually gonna put 10,000 spacer on the top. maybe even the 10,000ths on the bottom. That's good to know. Maybe Wizard Arms are the way to go on if you want to upgrade the. My little spacer came off. These bushings do move around pretty easily on these end bells, I noticed. Alright. I guess I need a pinion gear for this thing. Yeah, I don't even want to think about that, Pat. Those fiberglass fibers are kind of scary to me. I don't want any part of it, really. Alright, that looks pretty good. I put a 5,000 spacer on this end and a. Oh crap, the magnet just sucked that spacer right off. I guess I should put a pinion gear on this thing. I might be able to put a 10,000 spacer on this end too, but I want to see how it looks with the 10,000s on the top and the 5,000s. See what kind of movement we get. Oh wow. Yeah, I gotta put a. It's just pulling that spacer right off the end of the armature. So, alright. I guess I gotta put a pinion gear on there to hold that spacer. Let's see what we got here. Oh wait, these are the wrong ones. These are for Mega G Plus. These are for a much smaller shaft. I should have read my MG Plus little. I'm just gonna use like a standard Viper. I think that's a Viper pinion gear. Could be a Jag. I don't know. Oh wait a minute! I gotta put that gear on after I put. How am I gonna get this on there without this stupid spacer flying off? Maybe I'm not gonna put a spacer on. I don't know. Oop! Look at that! It just flew right off and stuck to the magnet. I wonder if I could somehow. Nah, All right, I'm gonna leave the spacer off on that end for now. We'll see how it looks without the spacer. Eh, it's probably got about 10,000 space. Could use a little bit of a spacer, but yeah, but I kind of need both hands to, you know, someone's always thinking, I guess I could use no reason I can't use a Teflon spacer. Probably better than no spacer, right? At least it's not magnetic. I like that idea. Let's do that. That's why I keep you guys around. You have some good ideas. Someone's always thinking more than I am, that's for sure. I think I got too much sun today. I did a lot of yard work, which this is never fun down in Florida when it's hot out. Even though I went out early. I think that's a 10. That looks, yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. Hey, look at that. It stayed on. Yeah, actually, that's, that's a little bit too tight. I guess I need a 5,000s. Hold on, yeah, that one looks pretty thin. I think that's a. All right. I do have some bronze spacers. You think that would be better than the Teflon spacer? Probably, right? Probably last longer. I like that idea better than this Teflon spacer, actually. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Let's see how this works. Hmm. 5,000s is actually a little too tight. There's not really that much play. I could put a 3,000s. Or maybe I'll just leave it without the space. Let me put it on without the space. Yeah, actually, there's not as much space as I thought when I crimped this, so. Let me actually crimp this end bell on. Yeah, there's actually not as much space as I thought now that I crimped it on. But it moves freely, so. I mean, I could probably put a 3000 spacer in there if I wanted, but I think the pressed on end is adequate, so. All right. All right, there's our motor. Can I make this thing? Yeah, it works. All right. Let's put it back in this chassis. The only thing I don't have for this is traction magnets. I gotta order some from Terry. All right. And I'm thinking level 6 magnets would probably be best in this car. Let me get a pair just for testing. All right, I stole a pair out of one of my box stock club cars. Put these in high downforce mode. What do I do with the, here it is. Ah, dang it. You guys didn't remind me to oil this thing. Let me give this a little bit of oil before we rev her up. Alright. I need some pickup shoes. I thought I had them. Oh yeah, I do. Oh look, I even had a pinion gear. Dang it. Oh well. I think I had built, oh yeah, I had the 2.5 ohm armature in here that we just put in this Viper. I don't even know what pinion gear that is. This is 7-tooth, but I'm gonna leave this is a pretty good gear mesh with what's in here. This Viper, it's all Viper parts, I think. Although this pinion gear could be pulled up a little bit. Here we go. put these. I'm not really sure where I got these springs from. I think I just pulled them out of the parts bin. I'm not even sure if they're the right height. What the heck happened here? How did this get in here? Look at this. Oh, come on. Really? I just dropped the pickup shoe on the floor. Find that pickup shoe before I end up stepping on it with my bare feet. There you go. Oh, there it is. I don't know if these springs are strong enough. I might change these springs out, but I don't think they're stock Super 7 springs. They should work for testing's sake. They feel a little light, but let's see if this car at least runs on the dyno without blowing it up. Oh boy, seems kind of slow. It's only 39. That's not good. Yeah, that's not running too great. All right, Frank, take care. Whew, that arm feels hot. I don't know why it would get so hot. It's definitely not tight. Spins freely. Dang it, I got one of those fibers in my hand. I felt it. Hold on, I gotta try and pull this out. Got it. Alright. I don't know. Maybe that arm I used was not the greatest. It was an older arm. I took it out of a Fusion for a reason. Maybe I should have ohmed it out. Definitely should be running better than that. Yeah, it's not even hitting 3. Well, that car's good. guess I could try and let the brushes break in, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna improve that much. But maybe I will. Maybe I'll let it run without the rear axle in it. And it does feel kind of warm though. Maybe there is something wrong with this arm. Anytime, Frank. Thanks for stopping by. Well, that's disappointing, guys, that it's not running as good as it should be running. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about that? The audience is booing. Boo! That is an end bell arm, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Should run okay in there. I think I have a stock Viper arm, I think, that I could try. That arm, you mean motor magnets? You shouldn't need level 10 motor magnets for a 6-ohm arm. Let me see something here. Let's see. I mean, there's not the most tension on these. Probably could have tweaked these brushes a little bit, and it's better. Pretty good markings on the comm plates as far as the spacing. That looks good. Hey, Adam. Let me ohm this armature out real quick, if I can, just by holding it here. 9.8 ohms. That's not good. Ten ohms. How could that be? I think something's wrong with this armature. Well, that's annoying. It's probably why I took it out of one of my other cars, because it was running slow. I would have thought I would have ohmed it out. Yeah, 9.8, 10. It's like reading 10 ohms. Yeah, what kind of junk is that, Mark? Put that to the side. I think that's a stock Viper. Let me measure this. I don't know if this is going to fit in there, but let me measure this arm. Maybe we could at least, you know what? Might as well use the struggling when I got all these neat little tools that people send me. Might as well use them, right? Yeah, 6. There we go. Alright, this armature is good. This armature is good. We're going to put a Viper. That's a stock V-Spec arm. Let's see if this will fit in here and spin freely. It's already got some spacers on it. Alright, I think that looks pretty good space-wise. That's a little bit tight. It's a little bit tight. I think we're gonna have to try and, yeah, I'm gonna use my wheel press, and I'm gonna press that pressed on, what do you call that? Bushing? Let me try and push that in a little bit. You definitely got to kind of be careful doing this, because you push it too far and it cuts into those windings. I mean, you got that kind of little focus. It's got a Teflon washer. But I'm going to push this in a tiny bit just to see if I can just a tiny bit to start with, just to see if we can get some movement when we put this together. Still too tight. Still too tight. Could be trouble. Oh boy. Oh boy, getting nervous. Pushing that thing in. You would think a Viper arm would fit in here, but all right, we got some space now. Hopefully I didn't push that in too far, but all right. Let's give this a shot. I don't know where that spacer came from. Did that come off the top of that? That might have come off the top of that. Maybe that's why I have space. I see the Teflon spacer in there. All right. Yeah, but then I got to take it all apart. You told me that now. I don't want to. I don't like spreading these. I always bust the. I don't do a very good job of taking these things apart. What do you guys do to pry these? Oh, I use pliers. I use like these little needle nose. Pry those apart, but I end up kind of mangling them. I guess I'm a little too rough. Let's see how we're gonna go with it. Hopefully it runs good. I don't think I pushed it too far. I was looking at it. I don't think I could check. Well, I might be able to test them with it still assembled. I could see the windings. She's in. Let me give this a little dab of oil since it's a new motor, or a new armature, I should say. Send it. Feels pretty good. I pinned that rear axle on that. If this doesn't run decent, then that's it. I'm quitting for today. Getting close to dinner time. Well, still not. I think I need better springs. I think I need better pickup shoe springs. Let's take this thing for a spin. Actually, hold on. Let me put some different springs. I don't really like those springs. I don't even know where I got those springs from. I don't know if I really have the right springs for a Super 7. I know they use kind of long springs. Let's see what kind of tension we're getting with these springs. I could spread them out a little bit. Let's see. 12. That's not horrible. 13. All right. This body? Yeah, this body will work. Oh no, this is, wait. Did I have a body clip for this? I don't have a body clip. That could be a problem. I thought I had a body clip. Maybe I didn't. Let me see. Well, it's going to have to be an AFX type body because I don't have any more, unless I steal a Lexan body clip from another car. Maybe I'll do that. I'll steal the I'll steal the red, white, and blue body in this clip. How's that? How about that? I think that'll be fun. Be a little bit patriotic here. All right. Yeah, there we go. 390 on the Dyna. I think just pulling those springs out, giving them a little more tension, did the trick. Let's run a few laps, and then I'll wrap it up. I guess I'll give this car away too. Whoa. Sorry, red, white, and blue. 2.8, it's under 3 seconds. That's pretty good for a stock 6-ohm arm. Oh no! Don't! You didn't see that. You didn't see that go off the table, did you? That was not good. Poor thing. Wait. Where's the rewind? How do I edit that out? I guess I got a little carried away. Well, it survived. It survived the crash, so that's good. Yeah, 2.9. It's a sub 3 second car. That's typical for a stock Super 7 on my track. Pretty happy with that. We got another good running chassis to give away. I really don't need it for any reason. I say that, and then I probably will have a reason where I'll be like, man, I wish I would have kept some of those cars. I do have a Super 7 IROC set. Probably should keep some spare parts around for that, but I'll just buy more parts. Alright, I think that's a pretty good little car. Doesn't feel too hot. It's got a Viper O-ring front. I think these are 350 tires as well. 438 rears. It does not fly so I thought that, I don't know, I thought that flew pretty darn good, actually. You should have seen it hit the wall. It's a Super 7. I think, does it say Super 7 on it? Yeah, it does right there, Super 7. Does this say Super 7? Yeah, that says Super 7 as well. Alright, let me quit while I'm ahead before I actually break something that I want to give away. I don't want to damage this body. It's a new body. I like this red, white, and blue body, actually. That's a nice car. This 3.5 ohm car. I'll probably do another show or video on all the cars I'm going to give away as part of my giveaway. This will definitely be one of them. I'll definitely give this car away too. I got to check and make sure the armature doesn't get too hot. It feels a little warm, but not horrible. I didn't really run a lot of laps on it. I need to order some magnets for this car though, so I'll have to reach out to Terry, get a set of level 6 magnets. I gotta put these back in my club car. So for now this is gonna go back in the box, but at least it's got a working motor, and I did something with that stock Viper armature. I gotta clean up all my mess here now. Oh, you remember that? That was my daughter, actually. Not my wife, but yes, I remember that the last time I did that. All right, guys, I've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Clean up my mess. Look at all this junk. I shouldn't say junk, but I always end up with a lot of stuff on the workbench, but that's fun. I guess I don't need that clip. I think what I'm gonna do, I have Steven sending me yet another Super. Now I have a lot of Super 7s that I'm giving away. Maybe I'll keep one of them, and now I'll give them all away. I have 2 brand new AFX cars that are in the package that I'm going to be giving away as part of this giveaway, and at least 3 or 4 other cars / chassis. I think one of the cars is going to be just a chassis, but I'm going to include every kind of body clip that there is. So it'll be a chassis with Lexan body clip, AFX body clip, Tyco body clip, and Lifelike. All the clips that Terry sells. So that'll be one prize, is a Super 7, and you could put your own body of choice on it. I'll probably try and find bodies for all these other cars. I think I am going to give away this Viper. This is a good car. This is a brand new J-Jap NASCAR body. Probably going to give this away. So yeah, it'll be the peanut gallery's good. I need the peanut gallery. But yeah, so more to come on the giveaway. Either I'll do another live show talking about it, or maybe I'll post a video. And I got to figure out what type of process I'm going to do for the... I think my last giveaway I had I think I had over 60 people participating, so kind of like the bingo wheel idea, as long as it doesn't exceed the amount of bingo balls. But either way, it's going to be one of those where you'll have to send me an email and say, I want to win type. I thought it was. It is because of you guys. It wouldn't be any fun without you guys. It'd be boring. I'd be sitting here talking to myself. I do talk to myself anyway. But what did I do with the top to this oiler? I am always... Oh, there it is. Good. Always misplacing this thing. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. And I will chat with everybody soon. Hope everybody has a great rest of your Sunday and a good week ahead. And we'll chat soon. All right. Take care.